There's one question I get more than any other question pertaining to G Fuel. My G Fuel is too powdery. How do I get it to be less powdery? Well, you see here, kids, I am a college dropout, but I can at least tell you how to make your G Fuel less powdery. Now, this is a topic that's been covered by tons of other YouTubers. You can find plenty of videos on how to make your G Fuel less powdery, have less of that residue at the very bottom of your cup. This is not the first video on that, but I figured I get so many questions from you guys wanting to know how to make your G Fuel mixture smoother. So I wanted to make this video here and today to be the once and for all answer. But before we get into everything, I want to let you guys know that I'm giving away tons of G Fuel on my Twitch channel every single day of the week until I get Twitch partnership. I am giving away tons of stuff. Come to the stream and hang out as we play tons of different games, and again, try to win yourself tons of different cool prizes. So let's talk about G Fuel powder and what's actually probably going wrong for you when you're mixing your cup. So as all of you know, all G Fuel, with the exception of the cans, are made up of powder. It's recommended by G Fuel to shake your mixture for about 2 to 4 minutes for a very well mixed mixture. Shaking it for long is good because this way all of the powder can cycle its way through the divider of the cup, helping break it down, and the water will dissolve it over time. But if you are like me, you don't really always follow those rules. I just kind of shake it for like 10 to 30 seconds and I'm always left with something like this at the bottom of my cup. Let me know if you've ever seen anything like that before. It's very common within any powder mixture, but when the powder that's in the mixture doesn't have time to be dissolved properly, you get a bunch of residue at the bottom of your drink. I'm sure plenty of you guys have experienced before that last sip of G Fuel that is just chalk. And nobody likes the chalk. I'm trying to help you here with that today. You might think there's some big secret to it, but no, there's only 2 really simple things you should be doing. And a lot of this is common sense, but not common sense enough for my comment section not to be filled with these questions. So what are we gonna do today, class? We're gonna take another cup of G Fuel, but instead of using cold water, which I have with this cup, I'm actually gonna be using a cup of warm water to put my powder into. By using warm water, it's gonna be much easier for our powder to dissolve. That is just basic science. Hot, make, dissolve, powder go boom, all in cup. Mix this alongside actually shaking it for a proper amount of time. We'll have the smoothest cup of G Fuel you have ever had in your life. So what you're gonna be doing is pretty simplistic. You're gonna fill a pot up with water, put it on the stove on high heat for about 3, maybe 4 minutes. Right before the water looks like it's about to get to a boil, stop it and take it off the stove. My water was about 165 degrees Fahrenheit. To get these good effects, I'd recommend being around this temperature or a little higher. Then you can make G Fuel just as you always do, but with the hot water. Now, while shaking it, be very careful because it is pressurized. A lot of hot air is trapped inside of that cup, so every so often just pop the lid, let some of the pressure out, then keep shaking. Now you're gonna take another cup filled to the brim with ice, then pour that piping hot water G Fuel mixture into the cup with ice. It's gonna melt the majority of the ice that is in the cup, but you'll have just enough left over to leave you with a normal amount of ice in a cup of G Fuel. And then it should be both very cool to consume with a less powdery mixture. So I made my cup of G Fuel with warm water about 27 minutes ago before I recorded this, and I let the mixture I made with cold water and the mixture I made with warm water sit on my desk for a while, and you can see already that the difference is out of this world. Look at that. So the left side here is obviously the mixture with the cold water, and this right here is 27 minutes of hot water sitting on my desk. So huge difference already. We don't have all that buildup and residue on the bottom like we have here. I'm gonna do a quick taste test comparison and see if there's any real difference. Very certain that this is gonna be a much smoother mix, but let's go ahead and see. Let's get 2 pops going today. That's a pretty good pop. That was a better pop. So we got the 2 mixtures here. This one is made with cold water. This one is made with the warm water, then poured over ice. Let's see if there is any noticeable difference. So this is the cold water one first. Very good. Boysenberry is my second favorite flavor. Solid. I will say you can't notice as much powderiness at the top of the cup as it's been sitting for a while. All of the leftover powder residue is at the bottom by now. Let's see if there's any difference with like the consistency of the actual liquid itself within the warm water one. Yeah, there is a huge difference with that. So the mixture I made with cold water here definitely feels a bit more coarse. You get a bit more of the powder floating around in this one than you do with this other one because much less of it is dissolved in the one on the left. But again, I think the point in which it'd be really noticeable is when we got to the bottom of our cup, as we would get a mouthful of chalk over here and absolutely nothing over here. The one in the green cup feels a lot smoother. I find that I actually enjoy the taste of it better when I use the warm water. Now, the only problem with doing this is that it is a bit more of a time consumer. And usually when you're making a cup of G G Fuel. It's before like a long gaming session or a stream. You don't have a lot of time to heat up some water, pour it into a cup, shake it up, pour it into another cup of ice cubes. But if you want a better experience from G Fuel products, I recommend giving it a go. Let me know what you think about it. So I wanted to show you guys how you can actually make your G Fuel be less powdery, a bit more of a smooth mixture. So let me know if you tried this out in the past, if it works for you. And again, this new boysenberry flavor is so good. If you guys want to pick some up, you can at G Fuel's website using code DUCK. Or if you don't want to spend any money to buy any, you can come to my Twitch stream where I give away free samples of this every single day. Again, first link in the description down below. I'll see you live on Twitch. Let me know if you come from this video specifically, by the way. But yeah, that's just about everything for me. That is how you make your G Fuel much smoother. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this short video for your Monday entertainment. Have a great week. And if you did and don't mind doing so, make sure you go ahead and drop a sub-like. That's a subscribe, a like, and a comment. And I will see you in the next video.